Today I'm going to inform you guys about the Berlin Wall, why the wall was put up, the events that led to its fall, and how the nation celebrates it annually. So as a kid, I heard my grandma talking to my mom about a wall, and I was wondering, what exactly did she mean by a wall? Apparently there was a wall in Berlin that separated East and West citizens for a long time. I always wondered why there would be a wall separating citizens. As a kid, I never realized it. Growing up, I realized it had to do with politics and money. But in November of 1989, that wall fell, reuniting friends, family, sisters, cousins, everybody. Dividing a nation in two. We have East Berlin and we have West Berlin. On August 13th of 1961, construction began of the wall. The communist government wanted a wall with barbed wire and concrete that would separate all the citizens. They wanted West and East separate. They wanted to keep fascist Westerners out of East Berlin. They didn't want them undermining the socialized state, communism. They wanted communism to rule. They didn't want anyone going against it. They wanted to be in power at all times. They did not want defections. Families were separated. You come imagine you're a little kid, you got your little sister. One day you never see your little sister again. She's living over there, you're living over here, and you can't do anything about it. How would you feel? Then you have West Berlin. West Berlin's had no form of ID. They were given temporary ID cards with green instead of gray covers. They had no mandatory military service in West Berlin. You didn't have to go to the military. You could grow up, you can go to school, you can get any job you wanted, you can enjoy your life and not have to worry about going to the military and possibly ending your life early. Also, there's a thriving nightlife in West Berlin. No mandatory closing time for bars, meaning people are out all night, every day, having a great time. You don't got to worry about going to the military. People were enjoying themselves in West Berlin, pretty much. East Berlin, not so much. Democracy started to thrive, and communism started to fade out in all of Europe. Democracy started becoming the staple for everything. Even the governments that remained communist would become more liberal. Protesters started clamoring. They wanted the wall down. They didn't agree with people blocking the wall. Easterners wanted to get out. The Easterners wanted freedom. Westerners were alright. Easterners wanted freedom. They were not getting the proper treatment they felt they needed. They had to go to the military. Their bars closed that night. They didn't get to stay up all night partying. West did. East had a boring life. They started banging on the wall with hammers, rock picks, anything you could think, hands, whatever. They started hitting the wall, showing that's how bad they want the wall down now. Harold Jaeger, head of the East German Communist Party, gave the order to take down the wall on November 9th of 1889. He announced that citizens could cross the border at any time they pleased. As you can see, you have the West on top, crossing over, the East on bottom, waiting. Pretty cool stuff. Ecstatic crowds swarmed the wall. Everybody was excited for this. Everybody wanted to move, go where they wanted to go, see their family, see their friends. Finally, in years of isolation. Some crossed freely into West Berlin, no problem, walked right in. Others brought hammers and picks to really symbolize the destruction of the wall and to end the wall completely. Families and friends, finally, after years and years, were reunited, got to see each other. I mean, can you imagine? You finally get to go see your mom, see your dad after 20 years of not knowing if they're still alive even. You finally get to see them in person. November 9th of 2015 marks 26 years. A country that has been divided in two became united once more, finally, on this day. And every year on November 9th, Germany celebrates the falling of the wall. The 2014 celebration gathered over 1 million people. Pretty crazy stuff. A lot of people were going to support. It's a time full of emotions. They had a 1 mile long segment of the wall in front of the Brandenburg Gate, and they knocked it all down like dominoes, as you can see. Pretty cool stuff to really symbolize the knocking down of the wall. Balloons were let go to symbolize freedom. The Berlin Wall remains one of the most powerful and enduring symbols of the Cold War. Those who died fighting against the wall, they have all types of memorials for them, pictures all over the place. You know, it's very honorable. It's very nice. It's how it should be. So in conclusion, the Berlin Wall was made to separate the East and the West of Berlin. It had to do with politics and money. I told you about why it was made, what led to its falling, and how the nation celebrates it every year. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Hey, you don't have to have that.